Welcome back. In this video, we are going to find the volume of three-dimensional solids. So here we have a prism. For a prism, the volume is area of the base times the height. Okay, now in a prism, if there's anything that is not a rectangle, that must be used as the base. I have triangles on the top and bottom, so the base will be the triangles. So for the area of the base, it's the area of the triangle, which is 1/2 times the base and height of the triangle. Base and height of a triangle must be perpendicular to each other, and 18 and 20 are because of that right angle. So 1/2 times 18 times 20, that is the area of the base. The height is the distance between the bases, so from one triangular base to the other, and that is 15. So we have 1/2 times 18 times 20 for the area of the base, times the height of the prism, which is 15. I have 2,700. And because it's a volume that's in units cubed, so centimeters cubed. Okay, next I have another prism. And again, in a prism, if there's something that is not a rectangle, that must be your base. And I have a pentagon front and back, so it is a pentagonal base. So once again, volume is area of base times the height. Now for a regular pentagon, the area is 1/2 times the apothem times the perimeter. Okay, so I've got 1/2 times apothem. Okay, so the apothem looks like this. It goes from the center of the pentagon to one of the sides. And I'm going to make a right triangle out of that using a radius and 1/2 a side. So I've got 4.5 here. Now I need to get this angle measure. To get that angle measure, I'll do 360 divided by the number of sides on that base, and that's 5. So 360 divided by 5 is 72. So a central angle is 72, but this is only 1/2 of a central angle. So divide that by 2 and get 36. So we have a 36-degree half central angle. What we need is this right here, the length of the apothem. From this 36-degree angle, I've got the opposite. I'm looking for the adjacent leg. I do not know the hypotenuse. So in SOHCAHTOA, I'm looking for something that includes the opposite leg, the adjacent leg, but not the hypotenuse. Opposite hypotenuse, adjacent hypotenuse, opposite adjacent, and no hypotenuse. That's the one I want, TOA. So I'm going to use tangent. So I'll come down here and do tangent. 36 degrees is to 1, as opposite leg is to adjacent leg. 4.5 is to x. Okay, now when my variable is in the denominator, I can switch elements of this proportion diagonally and get x is to 1, as 4.5 is to tangent 36 degrees. So I will do 4.5 divided by tangent 36 and get 6.19. So my apothem is 6.19. Okay, that's the hard work. So we've got apothem, now perimeter. So 1/2 times apothem times perimeter. Okay, so this has 5 sides on the base. All the sides are 9. 5 times 9 is 45, so the perimeter is 45. So there is the area of the base, 1/2 times apothem times perimeter. Now times the height, the distance between the bases, and that is 6. Okay, so I'll do 1/2 times, and then I'll just bring in this previous answer. So that's my apothem, 6.19 times the perimeter, which is 45, times the distance between the bases, the height, which is 6, and I get 836.15. 836.15 inches cubed. Next, I've got a pyramid, only one base, and then it all comes to a single vertex. And once again, I have a pentagon for the base. However, this time I already have the apothem, so this one will be a lot easier. Now, for a pyramid, the volume is the area of the base times the height divided by 3. So for the area of the base, we've got a pentagon. That's 1/2 times apothem times perimeter. So that's 1/2 times 4.13 times then the perimeter. I've got 5 sides on this base, and each side is 6. 5 times 6 is 30, so the perimeter is 30. So here's the area of the base, 1/2 times apothem times perimeter. Now times the height. The height of this pyramid is right here. It is 8 divided by 3. So we have 0.5 times 4.13 times 30 times 8 divided by 3. We have 165.2. 165.2, and that is in meters cubed. Here we have another prism. So the volume is the area of the base times the height. And again, on a prism, if there's something that is not a rectangle, that is the base. I have trapezoids in the front and back. The base is a trapezoid. So a trapezoid is 1/2 times the height of the trapezoid, which is 8, times the sum of the bases. The bases are 12 and 7. So the sum of the bases is 12 plus 7. So that is the area of the base. The height is the distance between the two bases. The distance between the trapezoidal bases is 4. So we have 1/2 times 8 times 12 plus 7. There's the area of the base. Times the height, which is 4. We have 304 yards cubed. Okay, next we were finding the exact volume and surface area. So in our last video, we already did surface area. Now volume of a sphere. The volume of a sphere is found with the formula 4 pi r cubed over 3. Okay, so that is 4 pi 9 cubed divided by 3. So it's for an exact answer, I won't put pi in the calculator. 4 times 9 cubed divided by 3 is 972. So the exact answer is 972 pi feet cubed. For a cylinder, the volume is pi r squared times h. So that's area of the base, which is a circle, times the height. So here it is pi times 7 squared times 5. So we have 7 squared times 5. That is 245. So the volume is 245 pi feet cubed. And last we have a cone. And for a cone, the volume is pi r squared h, just like a cylinder, except it's only 1/3 of that volume, so divided by 3. So it's pi 5 squared times 12. So we've got a radius of 5 and a height of 12 divided by 3. So in our calculators, we will do 5 squared times 12 divided by 3, and we get 100. So the volume is 100 pi, and that is in inches cubed.